Have you ever told yourself, I'm fine, I just need to push through. I'll deal with it later. Most people don't ignore their mental health because they're careless. They ignore it because they're busy. Busy working, busy worrying, busy taking care of everyone else. In his book, The Myth of Normal, Dr. Gabor Maté argues that many of the stresses we consider normal in modern life may actually be harming our well-being. Constant pressure, endless notifications, and emotional suppression have become part of everyday life. Yet our minds and bodies still pay the price. In The Happiness Trap, psychologist Russ explains that many of us spend years fighting uncomfortable emotions. We try to avoid sadness, suppress anxiety, push away fear. But what we resist often becomes stronger. Healing begins when we stop fighting every emotion and start listening to it. Psychiatrist David Burns, author of Feeling Good, reminds us that thoughts are not always facts. One mistake does not make you a failure. One rejection does not define your worth. One difficult day does not mean your life is falling apart. Sometimes the story we tell ourselves creates more suffering than the situation itself. In Atomic Habits, James Clear shows how small actions, repeated consistently, create meaningful change. Mental health is strengthened the same way, through sleep, movement, rest, connection, and small acts of self-care practiced every day. Viktor Frankl, author of Man's Search for Meaning, believed that people can endure extraordinary difficulties when they have a reason to keep moving forward. Purpose gives us strength. Meaning gives us resilience. And connection reminds us that we do not have to carry everything alone. Finally, psychologist Kristin Neff, in her book Self-Compassion, teaches that healing begins when we stop treating ourselves like an enemy. Speak to yourself with kindness. Allow yourself to rest. And remember that being human means struggling sometimes. If you've been ignoring your mental health, let this be your reminder. You do not have to wait until you break down. Start paying attention now. One small step, one kind thought, one healthy habit at a time. Healing is not a destination. It's a practice.